You've just watched me fail 3 times, and I'm guessing something in those scenes felt familiar. Maybe you've been there, scrolling through Instagram at midnight, feeling inspired by someone's transformation, thinking, tomorrow's the day I start, or setting that 5 a.m. alarm for martial arts class, only to find yourself 3 episodes deep into a podcast when you should be on the mats. Or maybe it's that guitar that's been collecting dust while you rack up hours in oblivion. Here's the truth. We're not lacking motivation. We're drowning in it. What we're missing is the bridge from that initial spark to actual, consistent action. Today, we're talking about excuses, not to shame ourselves, but to understand them. Because once you recognize the patterns, you can break them. And at 40, 50, or beyond, it's never too late to stop making excuses and start making progress. Let's start with a hard truth. Motivation is unreliable. It's like that flaky friend who promises to help you move, then ghosts you on moving day. When we see someone's transformation, their six-pack abs, their successful business, their black belt, and we feel that rush of inspiration, I want that, we think. But what we're really saying is, I want the result, not the process. This is why New Year's resolutions fail by February. This is why gym memberships spike in January and plummet by March. This is why that online course or self-help book you bought is still sitting untouched. This is why your guitar sits in the corner while you're 100 hours deep into a game you've already beaten twice. Motivation is the spark, but discipline is the fuel. And here's the thing about discipline. It doesn't feel good. At least, not at first. We all have our greatest hits when it comes to excuses. Let's break down the classics. I don't have time. Translation: this isn't a priority for me right now. Let's be honest. We make time for Netflix, social media, random YouTube videos. Thanks for watching, by the way. And yes, just one more quest in Elder Scrolls. Time isn't found. It's allocated. I'm too old to start. This one hits close to home. I didn't start training in martial arts till I was 42. I became a fitness coach in my mid-40s. Your age isn't the barrier. Your mindset is. I'll start tomorrow. The most dangerous excuse of all. Tomorrow never arrives because it's always today. And today, we always have a reason not to start. I need to learn more first, also known as productive procrastination. You don't need another book, course, or YouTube video. You need to take imperfect action. Just a quick game first, which turns into 3 hours of gaming, while that skill you wanted to develop remains unpracticed. The dopamine hit of immediate gratification wins again. The truth? Excuses are just fear wearing a convincing disguise. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of looking foolish, fear of discovering we're not as capable as we hoped. Here's what happens when we stay in excuse mode. 5 years passed, and we're exactly in the same spot. Same job we complain about, same fitness level, or worse, same unfulfilled creative itch, same beginner guitar skills you had half a decade ago. Meanwhile, someone else, someone older, busier, or with fewer advantages, is making progress. Not because they're special, but because they're showing up consistently despite their excuses. The most painful truth? No one cares about your excuses but you. The world doesn't stop to consider why you haven't started. It simply moves on without you. You know that voice in your head that says, you should have started 5 years ago. In 5 years, that same voice will say, you should have started 5 years ago. Unless you decide right now to break the cycle. So how do we move from motivation to action, from excuse to execution? First, start ridiculously small. Want to work out? Commit to 5 minutes daily, not an hour. Want to learn videography? Shoot 30-second clips every day. Want to learn guitar? Practice one chord for 10 minutes before you pick up that controller. Consistency trumps intensity. Second, create accountability. Tell someone specific what you're doing and when. Better yet, find a partner or community. At 40 plus, we need those connections more than ever. Third, design your environment for success. Put your workout clothes next to your bed. Set a timer when you watch TV. Maybe put that guitar in front of your gaming setup so you have to physically move it to play. Your willpower is limited. Your environment is controllable. Fourth, embrace the suck. That discomfort you feel when starting something new, it's not a sign to stop. It's a sign you're growing. The pros feel it too. They've just made peace with it. Those first few weeks of fumbling guitar chords or gasping through workouts, they're badges of honor, not signals to quit. Finally, focus on identity, not outcomes. Don't say, I want to learn martial arts. Say, I'm a martial artist that shows up to class 3 times a week. When your actions align with your identity, consistency follows. Here's something I wish someone had told me years ago. You don't need permission to begin. You don't need to wait until you have the perfect equipment, the right credentials, or until you've lost those first 20 pounds. Starting at 40, 50, or beyond isn't a disadvantage. It's your secret weapon. You have life experience. You have perspective. You know what matters. Every expert was once a beginner who refused to stay stuck in excuse mode. Every transformation started with a single, imperfect step. Every musician who mastered their instrument once struggled with the same basic chords you're avoiding. So here's your challenge. After this video ends, take one action. Not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, now. Make it small, make it imperfect, but make it happen. Because the gap between who you are and who you want to be isn't filled with more motivation. It's filled with consistent action in spite of your excuses. If you liked the video, please hit like and subscribe for more. Perhaps share it to someone who you think might need it. This is Mike. Thanks for watching.